listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land, all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 80 degrees going up to a high of 87, no rain in the forecast. We all know, though, that could change. So it's no rain right this minute, but that could change. But right now, it's beautiful. Happy to be here with you this morning. It is Thursday. Yes, let me tell y'all something. September the 3rd, y'all. September the 3rd. Time waits for no one. No one. You know, I was just sitting here thinking, in my office, I have a wall of inspiration, and on my wall, I have pictures of women that I admire. Like, I got Queen Latifah and Kathy Hughes, Mary Kay, Rachel Ray. I like Rachel Ray. Her house burnt down recently. I loved her story. Like, if you've never heard Rachel Ray's story, like, she started back when she started on television, on community access TV with her little cooking show, her 30-minute meals. I like her. Love what Mary Kay did. Tyra Banks, of course, my all-time favorite. Madam C.J. Walker and Oprah and Michelle Obama, Sheila Johnson, B. Smith, Rest in Heaven, Queen Latifah. So I sit here and I look at my wall of inspiration and I get inspired. I get inspired by, just looking at women who've done some amazing things. And listen, this wall could be full, but these are pictures that I've had for a long time, and they're all in frames. When I had my office, my business in New Jersey, I had an office, and so in my office, when you walked in, I had a suite. I had an office suite. So you walked into the main area. It was really nice, and people used to always tell me how much they loved the office because it was so nice. I had, I'm like that person. Like I had, fragrances not burning, but I had like plug-ins so it could smell nice, and then I had a waterfall in there. I had different kind of stones and things like that. But when you walk down the hall, on the wall was my wall of inspiration. So all the pictures was on the wall. So as you walked in and walked down the hall, you could see all the pictures of the people that I admired and who gave me inspiration. So, I visualize Good Morning Gwinnett being that again for me. I visualize Noise Media being that again for me, where I have a suite and I have a team and we used to do meetings and all kinds of things, and I had in my conference room. It was really cool. And so, I visualized that again. When I moved out into the studio, I felt like I was on my way. But God has his own plans for us. You know what I mean? Like, the Corona came, and then I got freaked out, and I closed the studio down after being open for 2 months. But it gave me time to go back and think and ask myself, okay, was that really a good decision? In the beginning, because people still don't understand podcasting, or they don't see the real relevance to their business. So on the flip side, it's a great medium for brands who are looking for advertising, right? Who's looking to get in front of your audience. But for entrepreneurs, they still don't see why it's worth the investment for them. Now, I could argue the point all day long, but I won't. So when people would come to the co-working space where my studio was located, Paradigm Co-working Space over there with Amber Lai, who's very, very nice, and it's a beautiful space, they were like, oh, podcasting. And they kind of just brushed it off. And had I said it's a LinkedIn thing, because LinkedIn has so much brand visibility, they would have said, oh, yeah, I need to know about that. But because it was just like podcasting, I'm like, oh, podcasting, because people still look at it as an entertainment platform. They look at it as a way for them to be entertained. And it is on the entertainment side, but from a business perspective, it is a great way to get your message out there. And so it gave me time to think, okay, what does this look like? What do you really want? And I in my vision right now, I want a building that says Good Morning Gwinnett on the outside. So I'm smiling as I say this, y'all, because this is my vision. Good Morning Gwinnett on the outside, and when you walk in, there's a big sign with the logo say Good Morning Gwinnett, and then there's a Good Morning Gwinnett studio, and from that studio, I live stream with video and audio at the same time. And then down the hall is my office, and my team's offices, and the noise office. Because Gwinnett, Good Morning Gwinnett is a division of Noise Media Network, which is my parent company. That's my company, and that's the parent company for all the projects that we do. And trust me, it's a lot of them coming. So that's what I visualize. You know what I mean? I don't know why I don't see the vision. I don't see people walking into noise I don't see that. I see them walking into Good Morning Gwinnett, which is weird because Noise is the parent company. But when I visualize what I see is Good Morning Gwinnett on the building. Like downtown, when you pass by and you see Turner Broadcasting, you see all the different networks on Turner Broadcasting on 85. From 85, you can see like Swim, Adult Swim, TBS, and all those things on the side of the building. Like, that's not what I visualize like that. But I do visualize a big marquee on the front of the building saying Good Morning Gwinnett. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all because I was sitting here looking at my wall of inspiration. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with our show. Today is September the 3rd. Today is also, guess what today is, y'all? National Bowling League Day. Yeah, so that's ironic because I just joined the bowling league. So here's a funny thing. So my husband and I joined the league. We went to bowl on Tuesday. And so we thought we were going to be bowling in a doubles league. And when we got there, it was just us and another couple that showed up for the league. So all the other league people didn't show up. So we decided, you know what, let's join the Thursday league. So we bowled on Tuesday. We're about to bowl again tonight. So it's National Bowling League Day, which is ironic. But I'm excited about that. I got to tell y'all though, I hadn't bowled in a minute. And so yesterday, you talking about my hip hurting? Yeah, my hip was hurt. My husband was like, well, did you see how you was bowling? So I thought I was doing good, but that's because I hadn't really been exercising. I know what it was from. I ain't trying to front because I hadn't been exercising. But anyway, I had a good time, and I'm looking forward to bowling later on today. And so maybe I'll take a couple pictures and bring them back and post them tomorrow on the website so y'all can see how I messed up. I did okay, though. The first game, I did okay for me. Now, when you bowl in a league, if you never bowled in a league before, they could get really pissed off when you on a team and then you got these really good bowlers and you suck. Yeah, they get mad. I told you, my husband bowls really well, but I beat him the first 2 games on Tuesday. He beat me the last game. Not only did he beat me, he smattered me on the last game. But the first 2 games, I beat him. And so I think I bowled a 103 the first game. No, I bowled a 113, which really sucks, in the bowling world. But for me, it was good. And then the second game, I bowled a 136. And then the last game, I bowled like a 96. I was tired. But I have always bowled like that. So now I have to get my mindset right. The first game is like the warm-up game. My second game has always been my power game. My third game is like I am drop dead tired right now. And it always shows up like that in the numbers. But what I was going to say is, I don't know how they do it in Georgia because I'm going to learn tonight. But in Jersey, we bowl for money. So it's serious every week. So I just like to go and play around, me and my friend Ann. We used to go to the bowling alley. And she could bowl. We bowl about the same. We had about the same average. So our average was about 120. In the bowling world, we suck. But we had a lot of fun. And that's what I intend on doing tonight, have a lot of fun. But I don't want to get on a team with somebody that's super duper. Now, I'm competitive. I am. But you get them people that's super duper 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 serious. They act foolish when you don't bowl well. I don't want to be on a team with them. I'd rather be on a team with somebody that bowl okay and we have a good time than somebody who's super duper serious and then they get mad at us. My husband used to get mad at us all the time. So it was me, his sister, and our friend Adrian. We were on the same team. So AD would have some good games some days, and some days he had some awful games. So he had surgery on his knee, so he could, I had surgery on my knee, but I couldn't bowl again. I stopped bowling. But he came back and bowled, and he would have terrible games because he couldn't use his knee. And so he would have these terrible games. My husband would just go straight silent. Like, he wouldn't even talk to us. And his sister was like, oh, my God. She would tell me, like, oh, my God, he just takes this too serious. And I was like, yeah, girl. And I'd be laughing like he mad right now. So I'm hopefully he don't get like that this time, but I'm sure he will. Because when he get into his groove, when he's doing his thing, he's bowling 190, 200. He's doing his thing. Like, he killed me on the last game. I think he bowled like a 176 or something. He smacked me down. I bowled like a 95. It's all right, though. I had fun. He had fun. I'm a big kid at heart. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael Dawson for today, Thursday, September the 3rd. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You are best to avoid joint ventures and whatever you do. Yep. Don't lend to friends or relatives. Don't lend no money today. Don't do it, Aries. Do things that involve children. Intellectual stimulation is what you're looking for. That's what I'm always looking for. Let me tell you, I'm always looking for intellectual stimulation. That's not my horoscope. That's Aries. Aries, whatever you do today, don't lend your money to friends. Don't lend anything to friends or relatives. Don't do it. It's not going to be a good day for you. You've been forewarned. Taurus, you will easily charm members of the opposite sex. All right, get down to business and do the work yourself. Do things you enjoy instead of being a chameleon. That's right, baby. Listen here, you're going to have some charm today. Get down to business and do your work and enjoy yourself. Do the stuff that you enjoy. Life is short, y'all. Life is super. Oh, speaking of short, I'll tell y'all when I get finished, when I come back after the song. I gotta tell y'all what happened. I'm a little disappointed. I'm still trying to figure this thing out, but I'll talk about it after I come back after the song before I finish up the horoscope. Gemini, you need some rest. If you can put some work into home improvements, you should. Be discreet with private information. Pleasure trips will promote romance. Listen, keep your business to yourself. If you don't want it out, Gemini, don't tell nobody. And you could have a pleasure trip and you could have some romance out the deal. Sure enough. Cancer, major job changes and opportunities to get ahead professionally are apparent. Hard work will pay off if you refrain from expressing your opinion to superiors. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Your unique contribution to the organization will enhance your reputation. All right? Listen. You got some things that's gonna pay off, but you gotta zip it up. If you're talking to your superiors, don't talk to anybody about it actually, because you could tell the wrong person. It could get back to your superiors and mess you all up. You got some unique contributions coming up. It's gonna enhance you. So just play it safe, play it cool, play it smart. All right, Leo. This will be a very hectic day if you've made promises to too many folks. Michael said people, I'm saying folks. Listen here. Okay. Dealing with in-laws or relatives will not be in your best interest. Don't hesitate to present your unique ideas. Leo, you got a lot going on. Don't deal with your family, your in-laws, or your relatives today. Just don't. And don't overextend yourself. Don't make too many promises to too many people. Then you're going to be overextended. Then you're going to be stressed out. It's going to be hectic. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Virgo, take a close look at any contract you signed in order to be sure exactly where you stand. It's time you let your true feelings out. Okay. Opportunities to show your worth will enhance your reputation and bring possible advancements. Listen here. It's time for you to show your true feelings. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what those feelings are. And I don't know who it's time for you to show them to. Only you know that, Virgo. So go ahead, do your thing. But what I will say, be prepared for the answer that comes back. Because it may not be the answer you need. Even though you need to let your true feelings out, what you're seeking to come back to you may not be what you're looking for. But just as long as you put your cards on the table, they're out there. That's all I got to say. Just be prepared for whatever answer you get back. All right? All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael Thiason. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. Stay tuned.
Understand the things that we want, but you keep coming back. I want love you don't know, so why are you here? Yeah, I should take it back so that you don't know where my heart is at. The past, don't wanna complicate things. Maybe if I asked, was any of it real? Was it real? There's only one thing left to do. My heart is breaking on you, so I'll say goodbye. Let's
Welcome back. So listen, I'm going to say this real quick and then I'm going to finish up the horoscopes. You know, I was all hyped up about going camping, right? And so I had all this stuff in my shopping cart on Amazon because I'm like, I need the porta potty, I need the portable shower, I need the tent. What else did I have? I had 4 things. There was a porta potty, tent, the portable shower. It was something. Oh, no, not the mosquito net because I already had that. But anyway, everything was in my shopping cart. And so we were trying to go back and forth about, okay, how are we going to do this? My daughter was going to come, said she didn't want to sleep in the tent with us. Like, I'm going to sleep in the tent by myself. So I'm with me and the baby. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I was trying to decide, should I get the really big tent or should I get a small tent? You know, like a family size tent so we can all sleep together in the tent. She said she didn't want to do that. So I was like, okay. So we were kind of going back and forth about what to do. But all the stuff was in my shopping cart and I almost bought it. Here's what happened. My husband texted me yesterday and he called me. He says, and I was like, wow, he's calling me. Because he normally doesn't call me. He'll text me. So when we call each other during the day, it's like, okay, this must be serious. You call me during the middle of the day. Because we'll text, but we won't call. Because he's always dressed up. He works in pharmaceuticals, so he has on like the whole hazmat looking outfit with the helmet on, the hat, the hoodie thing on, and the suit. And anyway, he calls me and says, hey, I got to work Friday. Because they're normally off on Fridays. I got to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was like, oh no. So I was like, listen, you got to do what you got to do. He's a team lead, so he has to do what he has to do. So I said to my daughter, well, you know, he's not going to be able to go. You know, I'm trying to figure out my next move. So she texts back. So she said, oh, okay. So, we're not going. Now, she never gave me a chance to text back. She asked me, are we going? And I was about to text back and say, hey, I'm trying to figure out the next move again, because I had just said it. She said, well, we ain't got to go. It's okay if we don't go right now. We'll go next time, which was funny, which means she really didn't want to go. Like, she had changed her mind. So my husband had to wait. My daughter changed her mind. I'm like, I still really want to go. I don't want to go by myself because it's like a 2.5 hour drive. But I still haven't figured it out, y'all. I don't know. I'll know by tomorrow because I did book a hotel room just in case I went by myself and I ain't have all my camping stuff because I didn't buy it. But I did book a hotel room, so I just wanted to hang out on the campgrounds for the day. I could do that. But anyway, let's keep it moving. We're going to pick up the horoscopes again, brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen, picking it up with Libra. Emotionally, things may not run as smoothly. The existing problems must be dealt with one way or another. You may be sensitive to a point of absurdity. Oh, God. Like, I don't want to be around you today. You going to be that sensitive today, Libra? To the point of absurdity? Ooh, that's rough. Yeah. Deal with the problems, though. They gonna get handled one way or the other, so you might as well deal head on. Take them head on. Scorpio, a new image can be the result if you change your look. Okay. You can easily wrap up overdue personal legal matters that have caused problems for you. Get together with friends for some competitive physical activities. All right, Scorpio, I don't know what that is, but I'll be bowling tonight. You might come join us. We had Stars and Stripes over right there in Decula on Winder Highway and 316. Join us. I'll be there at 6 o'clock. Ready to bowl. I got my new bowling bag yesterday. I got my wristband. I got my new bowling socks. Yeah. Now I'm waiting for the shoes to come. That's the only thing that didn't come yet. So right now I still got to use the shoes from the bowling alley. Sagittarius. Your involvement in interest groups may bring you popularity. Your hard work and dedication will pay off. So stick to your guns and do your job and do it well. Your intellectual charm will entice mates who have common interests. Okay, that's nice. Let me tell you something. It's really important if you're trying to hook up with somebody that you guys have something in common. I don't care what anybody says. Opposites attract, all that. That's all cool. But let me tell you something. If you don't have something in common with that person, it's going to be a problem down the line. Because when that passion wanes and all that, I love you, boo-boo, when all that stuff wanes out and you ain't got nothing to talk about. Yeah, ask anybody. They'll tell you the same thing. Girl, yeah, make sure you got something in common with them. Because once the love wear off and everything they do get on your nerve, you need to at least be able to have a conversation. I'm just saying. Ask anybody. Ask the love doctor. Capricorn, you can anger others quickly today. Avoid overspending on items for your home. If you put your mind to it, you can entertain or host a multitude of social events. Expressing yourself in novel ways should lead you down new avenues. Okay, Capricorn, that's a load right there. A multitude of social events. Host? Okay. Let me tell you, I suck at hosting events. That's the one thing I don't like doing. When I tell you that's one thing I don't like doing, I don't mind going to stuff, but when it's time for me to host, and I know you should be hosting things, I just don't like it. Aquarius, you can come up with solutions to problems responsible for inefficiencies at work. Promote your new ideas. You could be tempted to overspend on unnecessary items. Curb your spending today. Listen, don't do it. Watch the coins today, Aquarius. Don't overspend. And my fellow fish Pisces, being unappreciated by your boss can make it hard to do your work effectively. Changes could be overwhelming. Romantic relationships could be under pressure. Oh, we got some stuff going on today. Well, I ain't got no boss. Changes, sometimes changes can be overwhelming, especially when they're unexpected changes. But listen, fish. Flip the other side on and roll with the punches, baby. That's all I got to say for you. In romantic relationships under pressure, that's kind of touchy. Here's what you do. Figure out what the problem is and hit it head on. Don't wait. Don't let it fester. Don't let it grow. Figure out what it is and get it over with. Get to the bottom of it. All right. So listen, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again Monday because today is my Friday. I'll be back again Monday to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Notice Charles and Micah Thyssen. Now let's get on to some news you can use. So you know the economy right now is still suffering. They're back in the meetings, I think, talking about how to get this money to these people, and they still have not come up with anything. But here's my question, right? They said that they had the stimulus bill like that, the $1,200, that was already agreed upon by both sides. That was a bipartisan agreement by both parties. So why hasn't that check gone out yet? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you know people are struggling right now, y'all can't figure out what to do with this unemployment money, which that was supposed to be taken care of as soon as the president signed his executive order. Nothing has happened. We're like in September right now. Nothing has happened with that. Nothing has happened with the stimulus money. Where is the money? Like, what people are suffering. They need the money. Kids had to go back to school. Parents are struggling to feed the kids. Where's the money? So they had a meeting Tuesday, Mnuchin and Pelosi, and they're still bumping heads about this money. But I don't understand that part. Even if you have to figure out, the unemployment piece, which that was supposed to be taken care of when the president signed the executive order. Obviously, that didn't happen. And the CDC done stepped in and said, okay, FEMA done stepped in. Everybody done stepped in. And no money yet. FEMA stepped in and said, okay, we're going to give out $300 a week. It's coming. When? CDC stepped in and said, we're going to help people with their eviction so they don't get evicted from their homes. Okay, when? Everybody's stepping in and nothing is happening. Something is wrong with that picture. Don't you think? I'm just trying to figure out what that is. Like, I feel like it's a bunch of bull crap and they just blowing smoke up everybody's butt to keep them pacified until they try to figure out what they want out of this whole deal. It sucks. I tell you. Government, I ain't gonna even get into it. Whatever. Anyway, let me keep it moving. Okay, so here I go again, government. Okay, so the state of Georgia has removed nearly 200,000 people from the voter rolls. They thought that the people had moved and people were still living where they were living. So they took them off the voters roll. Okay, here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. We know all kind of nonsense is going to happen. This is probably going to be an historical election for so many reasons. We thought 2008 was historical, and it definitely was. The first black president, that was historical. This one is going to be extra historical. I already know. Because everything right now in government is extra. Everything. Just think about it. And it boggles my mind because everybody is affected by what's happening in the economy. Everybody, right? But there are people who don't mind being affected because they want to vote for who they want to vote for. So I don't care if I don't have food for my kids. I just love who I'm voting for. I don't quite get that. I'm going to vote for the party that has my best interest at heart. I don't care which one it is. It's the one that I can wake up and say, okay, so that person is fighting for me to get a stimulus check. That's the one I'm voting for. They're fighting hard for that. That's probably the one I'm voting for. Or that person is fighting for me to not have to pay student loans or pay for college education because in other countries, that's all free. I might vote for that person. You know what I'm saying? It boggles my mind that people, and I feel like the reason a lot of people vote the way they do, it doesn't have anything to do with politics. It just has things to do with how they were brought up, what they believe about the party. I've had conversations with people who sound exactly like me, And we're on different sides of the spectrum. And I'm saying to myself, shit, oh, excuse me, y'all. I think I need to be on the other side. Listen to what they're saying. Like, that sounds like me. But I was brought up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So I was brought up one way to believe one thing, and then I'm talking to people who believe the same things that I believe. I'm like, wait a minute now. Let me think about this for a second. It's really tricky. But anyway, let's get on to this. It's very important, guys, that you do not wait until the last day to try to vote. For reasons just like this. 200,000 people were removed, nearly 200,000 people were removed from the voter rolls because there was a mistake, and my fingers is doing a quote, in finding out whether or not they moved or not from the address to where they live, and they did not. So it's very important, hear my words, it's extremely important that you go out to vote early. So this way, if there's any problems, you will be able to address those problems that day. If you go out on the last day to vote, like most people tend to do, and I used to be that same way, you have to stand in longer lines, and then when you get up there to vote, your name is not there, there's some information missing, your signature look crooked, your ID is outdated, all these different things can happen when you get up there, and then it's too late. Then your vote can't be counted. That's why it's super duper important for you to vote early. So you'll know if there's any problems, and you have time to go back and correct those problems. Right? You have time to debate the problems. You know what I'm saying? Do not, I'm asking you guys, this is important. Do not wait till the last day to vote. Don't have your kids standing in the rain, because we're in the rainy season. Do not have your kids standing in the rain, standing in the cold, trying to vote. And then you want people to feel sorry. Don't do it. We need your vote, but we need you to use common sense. Vote early. Find out where the early voting polls are and go vote early. Do not wait, because things like this right here, where people, they were at this address, and then all of a sudden the voter registration people say they weren't at this address. So now you go to vote, and it's like, you don't live there, even though you got ID saying I live here, on the voter rolls or something else. Just don't. If you even on the voter roll, they remove people. Listen, shame on Georgia for that. I'm just saying, it's just crazy. I just feel like the elections is like funerals. Did you ever notice that funerals bring out the worst in folks? For the most part. You're there, you're mourning the person that you lost, right? But then people want to know why my name wasn't on the obituary. I can't believe they had that picture on the obituary. They didn't say my name when they read the obituary. I mean, who gonna get the car? Who gonna get the house? Who gonna get his clothes? Who gonna get the watches? Who gonna get the TVs? That bring out the worst in folks. Election and funerals. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen time and time again. I've seen it happen. The absolute worst. Everybody want to be recognized when the person is gone. You know what I'm saying? The people that didn't do nothing. Let me tell you, people lose their mind. We went to a funeral, right? My mom was a good friend to this person. I'm talking about a good friend. They talked every single day. And even when the person could not talk to her, she called every single day to check on the person. Okay, so the person that did the obituary, and this person's in my family, y'all. Immediate family. Close family. Let me say close family, not immediate, close. My mom was not listed, and the person was in the family. My mom was not listed on the obituary at all. And I know that was intentionally, because the person who did it had a problem with my mom. Because my mom is the Facebook police, and she tells on everybody. So she left the name off the obituary. So I guess she figured I'll fix her. I won't put a name on the obituary. So when time came, we looked, it wasn't there. We didn't make us think about it, like, oops, your name didn't get on the obituary. Because that bring funerals and elections bring out the worst in people. I'm just telling you. It bring out the absolute. It's just ugly. Everybody want to be seen when the person died. What did you do for them when they were alive? I hate to get off on a tangent, but I'm just saying. I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County and beyond.
So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave. What's your excuse to make me cry?
welcome back. So, the sports season, basketball, football, baseball, everything has just been a mess right now. And so I'm sure UGA is a little bit ticked off because, the quarterback is saying, I'm opting out this year. Yep. Jamie Newman's career as a Georgia Bulldog is over before he played in a football game. I guess he got drafted to UGA, and he's like, I'm opting out. So the highly regarded quarterback transfer from Wake Forest announced on social media yesterday that he plans to opt out of the 2020 season for UGA because he has concerns about COVID-19. Yeah, and a lot of people do. A lot of people have concerns. So he said, I would like to thank Coach Kirby Smart for extending the opportunity for me to be a part of the University of Georgia football program. Newman said in a Twitter post, although my time has been short, I've built great relationships and I've had a chance to continue my development. So right now, he said, you know what? I'm about to get ready to just keep on working to get into the NFL. Yeah. Football, man. Football is crazy right now. Like everything, sports is crazy. And I look forward to going to Friday Night Light football, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to go tomorrow night. Speaking of Friday Night Lights, Berkmar High School, their games is probably postponed too because listen to this: football team players, 60 players are under quarantine and 10 coaches after some of the teammates tested positive for COVID-19. I mean, at Berkmar High School, so right now they can't play. They got to stay quarantined. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's hard, y'all. I know it's hard because I go outside. I don't even like to go out because I hate wearing the mask. So I go out only when it's absolutely necessary or when I just have to get out this house for a second. But I put that mask on and I'll go. I got to tell you, we walked up in the bowling alley. I said, oh, crap, we forgot our mask. And I was freaking out for a second, but I looked around. It was only us in our little spot. So it wasn't anybody else in the wait staff had their masks on. But I was freaked out. I was like, oh my God, we forgot the mask. And then I looked around and said, well, there's nobody really here. Like we were really by ourselves at the, where we were sitting. So it was okay. But yeah, so football ain't like it is, man. Like it's too much going on right now. So Berkmar, they can't play. They had been scheduled to open this season tomorrow night against Best Academy. Yep. And then they supposed to play Duluth High School on September 11th. They're going to miss both games. They have to cancel those games. They have to cancel because you got to be quarantined for 2 weeks. So the quarantine just started. That means they got to go the next week and then the whole next week. So maybe they'll get a chance to play the following week. Maybe. The season is crazy. My brother's a football coach and my nephew, both of them. My brother coaches high school and my nephew coaches college. And they don't know what the season looks like. I mean, he coaches for Mississippi State, so he's down in the SEC. And then my brother coaches inner city football at Westside High School. So, I'm constantly, are you guys going to have a season this year? It's yes, and then it's no, and it's half season, and we can't play in the playoffs. It's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. It's just nuts. Like, my mom is a big sports player. She loves sports. She watches all golf, baseball. Okay, so my mom grew up with 6 brothers, and 2 of them played golf. Yeah, and one played basketball. So that's probably why she is the way she is, because she loves sports. Like, she will watch it all. Tennis, golf. I don't think she's ever said she watched swimming, but basketball and football, oh my God. Like, when basketball couldn't come on, she was like, oh, there's nothing on TV. I'm like, we have 9,000 channels. You can't find anything to watch? I went in there one day. She was watching old sports. I was like, seriously? Is that old? And she's like, yeah, nothing else is on. We got 9,000 channels. Like, pick something. Amazon, Roku, Netflix, Hulu, Apple TV. Pick something. She couldn't find anything because there was no sports. Yeah, there was no sports. That's crazy. So there's a development being built in Peachtree Corners, and Peachtree Corners is saying, listen, we want you guys to understand what development is all about. So they're hosting a virtual town hall tonight at 7 p.m. Peachtree Corners City Manager Brian Johnson will provide background and correct some misinformation about the active adult community plan for 85-acre former, what is it called? Fiserv property at East Jones Bridge Road. So they're going to be building a adult community there, and there has been some misinformation out there about the community and what it's going to be, and so they want to clear that up. And if you have questions about that, this is your opportunity for you to get on this virtual, so you don't have to leave your house. It's not in person. It's a virtual event. You can stay home and you'll get to ask your questions live in real time, and you'll get answers back live in real time. So if you're interested in finding out, interested in attending and sharing your information and asking your questions, you can go on tonight at 7 p.m. and you're going to go to tinyurl.com/pcorners town hall. That's www.tinyurl.com/pcorners town hall. All right, so listen, don't sit back and wait till the development is up and then you want to ask your question. Now's the time to ask your question. Ask them now. It's virtual. You don't even have to leave your house. Go there. I'm sure you can sit down on your telephone and do it because everything is virtual and everything pretty much can be done from your phone. Yeah, there's a computer in your hand for real. For real. All right. So listen, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to go to my last song, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you my inspiration of the day, so stay tuned. All right. Welcome back, guys. So listen, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration, and here it is. To me, if life boils down to one thing, it's movement. To live is to keep moving. Let me say that again. To me, if life boils down to one thing, it's movement. To live is to keep moving. Jerry Seinfeld said that, and he was right. Life is about movement, y'all. You got to keep moving through the bad, through the good, through sickness, through health. It's like being married. You make the vow to do it through sickness and in health, for rich or for poor. You got to keep moving through life the same way. Keep going for whatever it is you want to do. Whatever your dream is, whatever your desire is, whatever's in your heart. As long as it's good, y'all. If your heart is bad and you trying to do bad things, I'm not advocating for you to do that. But if your heart is good and what you're going to do is going to benefit mankind in a whole, not just your group of men, but mankind in a whole, keep moving, keep living, keep doing good. And if you know that you're doing wrong, dig deep down inside yourself and ask yourself why and how can you be a better person for tomorrow. Listen, that's all I got for you today. I'll be back again on Monday, 10 a.m. Hey, it's Labor Day Monday. I'm still coming back and talk to y'all, though. So I'll be back again Monday at 10 a.m. Remember, if you missed any episode of the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, check out some of the articles I'll be writing pretty soon because I'm doing a lot for that site. Remember, I got this vision of Good Morning Gwinnett being on the side of a building. When you walk in the door, it's like, welcome to Good Morning Gwinnett. Yes, with the room, with the studio, with the live streaming. Yes, looking like Good Morning America. That's my vision, y'all. But anyway, support the show by going to goodmorninggwinnett.com. Also, follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. And also, be sure to go over to Apple Podcasts, find your favorite episode, give it 5 stars. I appreciate you for doing that. Thank you again for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world for the last 45 minutes, but you spent them with me, and I appreciate it and love you for that. Listen, wear your mask. It's the weekend. It's the holiday weekend. Be safe out there. Don't go to crowded parties. Don't go to crowded cookouts. Don't do any of that stuff, but enjoy yourself. Life is short, so make it count, y'all. So listen, I'll be back up again on Monday, God willing, at 10 a.m. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.